What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Kevin Svenson, and today we had a crazy day in the crypto market. Earlier today, Bitcoin's price did test below the $30,000 level for about an hour or two. Bitcoin's price did fail to hold the $30,000 level, but it did succeed in holding the January support line. Today on Twitter, I said 28.8K being the new bottom is annoying AF because it means my 30K bottom call from May 19th is technically wrong, but we didn't even close a 4-hour candle below 30,000. So yes, guys, technically my 30K bottom call was incorrect, but not by much. On June 7th, earlier this month, I put out a video called Wyckoff Accumulation, You Are Being Manipulated. And in that video, we discussed the potential for something along these lines to take place. Even though I never thought we were gonna go below 30,000, we did discuss the potential of the spring test of a slightly lower low. And that is pretty much what we saw today. Now, again, I did not expect us to hit a lower low, but we did discuss it in that video. So as you guys know, we did have Wyckoff Distribution at the top of this formation near 65,000. The Wyckoff method is used to keep investor sentiment positive as major players scale out of the market, putting in slightly higher highs to cause excitement in the market, which provides liquidity to scale out of the market at high levels. So the whales are sustaining high prices to please the market. And we got this higher high at 65,000. And this higher high definitely caused a lot of excitement in the market. But of course, this was the area of least opportunity in the entire range if you are a bull. And as we discussed in that June 7th video, what we're seeing right now could be the exact opposite, Wyckoff accumulation. In this test down to 28,000 is almost like the test of 65,000, just giving us that ever so slightly lower low to cause maximum fear, to create maximum emotional effect on market participants. Now I'm looking at the 6-hour chart for Bitcoin. Let's bring up the Wyckoff schematic so we can make the comparison here. And it does seem like that could exactly be the case, right? We could have just seen the spring. Looking at the Wyckoff accumulation schematic, the spring is the lowest low area on the chart. This is the area of maximum fear, the area of maximum emotional effect on market participants. Today, down here at 28,800, we definitely saw that. If you were on social media today, it was absolutely wild. And if you're taking a look at the volume that we just got was the highest 6-hour volume since the actual touch off the 30K level on May 19th. So this major spike in volume could be our punctuation on this bottom, that we are sort of finalizing this low formation. And if this truly is Wyckoff accumulation, then we could expect a potential test up to a new higher high. So that is the bullish case for Bitcoin. I'm taking a look at this upward sloping trend line that we've been talking about on this channel, this macro upward sloping trend line that stems back to March of 2020. And right now we are below this line. So being below this upward sloping trend line does put the bull market in question. And I would say if Bitcoin does come down and closes a weekly below 30K, below 28.8K, then that would probably usher in some more continued downside. That would probably usher in more selling. Because a weekly close below this upward sloping trend line and a weekly close below this $30,000 level, I would consider that to be destructive price action. That would be a very much destroying the bullish narrative here. So that's what I'm looking for bearish confirmation. And if we do get a close below these levels, it's possible that we may bounce up into the 30K range again before getting the next lower high and testing even lower. And this would put us into a true bear market. But on the contrary, if Bitcoin can close this weekly above 30,000, that puts it in a more neutral spot. And if we can close this weekly above the upward sloping trend line, that puts it in a more bullish position, and that would prime us for a recovery in the price. And at this point, we can't really rule out either direction here. Bitcoin's right in the middle of these trends. Bitcoin's like right in the decision point between a continued bull market or the beginning of a major bear market. And as we discussed in my video from yesterday, we talked about this pattern called 3 peaks in a domed house. This channel was in fact the first YouTube channel to mention this pattern, to discuss this pattern, and it has started to create a lot of buzz across the crypto social media. So it's pretty cool that yesterday's video did kind of get the word out about this potential pattern. And we talked about how gold in 2010 going into 2011 had an extremely similar chart style to Bitcoin. This top here looks just like the Bitcoin Bitcoin top, and gold in 2010 going into 2011 played out this pattern called three peaks in a domed house. And I do think that it is quite possible that Bitcoin is about to play out this pattern and actually continue this bull run. If I may say that Bitcoin actually does have a shot at continuing the bull run. I really do think that. I know a lot of people are going to be so angry at me once again that I'm still being bullish on Bitcoin. I'm still talking bullish on Bitcoin. But guys, today's dump below 30,000 was classic Wyckoff action. This is Wyckoff accumulation happening right in front of your eyes. Those slightly lower lows are there to fake you out. Just like up here at 65,000, that slightly higher high was there to fake you out. So I currently believe that three peaks and a domed house, this chart pattern is what's most likely for Bitcoin moving forward. And just like our Wyckoff distribution at the top, we're very likely going to get something similar down here, a longer term sideways consolidation. And we're going to be looking for that move up to the first floor. But of course, just like I said before, if Bitcoin gets a weekly close below 30,000, below 28.8K, yes, that is destructive. And that would mean that the bears do gain a lot of steam. But as of right now, we are holding above 30,000. We didn't even get a 4-hour close below 30,000. It was extremely brief, guys, and we are generally holding that price level for the most part. And lastly, I want to talk about the one indicator that has never failed me since the beginning of the 2017 bull run. It has never failed. And that is this weekly volume indicator. We got it at the 2017 peak. We got it at the 6,000 low. We got it at the 2018 bear market low, and we got it at the 2019 bull market top, and we got it at the March crash low. When the volume signature gets this high and starts exceeding all previous levels, that is usually the indication for a market top or a market bottom, right? At least a multi-month bottom, just like 2019 here and just like March here as well. Some of you are probably wondering, wait a minute, we got this volume indicator at 30,000 and we just touched 28. So did the indicator fail? And you could say it failed. I mean, we haven't actually closed any major timeframes below 30,000. So I would say it hasn't failed yet. It's very similar to this point right here in 2018 when we broke below 6,000. And we came all the way down to this level right here, about 3,400. And at 3,400, that's when we got the weekly volume signature right at this level right here. Now, we did end up going below that point. We touched 3,100, right? We didn't stop at 34. We went all the way down to 3,100 after getting this weekly volume signature. But it was generally a bottom signal. It did act as a good bottom signal. If you started accumulating Bitcoin upon that weekly volume signature, well, you had like a perfect accumulation point before running back up, right? And the same thing is taking place right now, guys. Right now at the 30,000 level, we got that weekly volume signature. Yes, we got a slightly lower low to 28,800, but if you're using this indicator as an accumulation signal, I would say you're most likely going to have great success in the end. We're probably going to run back up and continue this bull market. And this weekly volume signature will act as a reliable indicator despite today's 1 to 2 hour dip below 30,000 without a 4-hour close. Right? I wasn't really all that impressed by the action, but we'll see how it goes, right? We'll see. Anything is possible. Anything can happen. If Dr. Fauci scares everyone about a new coronavirus variant, maybe the stock market will crash and Bitcoin will follow, right? Anything is possible. Anything can just come out of nowhere, right? But if things remain stable in the stock market, I think Bitcoin does have a shot at actually playing out a pattern like this, just like three peaks in a domed house. So I hope you found this video to be interesting, informative. If you did, hit that like button and subscribe to this channel if you're new. If you don't already have those bell notifications turned on, make sure you click that bell notification. And if you guys want to support this channel further, join the Patreon, and also be sure to sign up with the Cryptowatch platform, which is the charting platform you guys see me use in every video. It's totally free, and I'll see you guys in the next video.